Got skinned on the stuff we sold. Only got $18.
Truck's gonna need new tires. Backyard's full of Hudson Super 6s. We'll be sure to get some cheap. I'm gonna go make sure we got the tools.
Al's right. I'd like to say, well, I think that preacher, I think he wants to go along. We should bring him with us. He talks nice and he says stuff sensible.
Once a preacher, always a preacher. If somebody died, preacher bury him. I kind of like this fellow. He ain't stiff.
I'm wondering though, can we all ride? Can we feed an extra mouth?
It ain't can we, it's will we. We'll do what we can do. One more mouth ain't gonna hurt.
The preacher's a nice thing to have with us. He gave a nice grace.
I'll go get the preacher. He's a part of this family now.
Well, better start soon. We gotta get those pigs slaughtered and in salt and get our stuff packed.
Thanks, guys.
I'm getting hungry. Come time we get to California, I'm gonna have a big bunch of grapes in my hand all the time, by God.
There's something wrong with him. He's been back to bars.
There ain't nothing wrong with me. I ain't going.
Well, what do you mean? We were all packed and ready to go.
You go right along. You take Grandma, you take everyone. I ain't going.
But you can't stay here. Land's going under tractors. You'd starve without anybody to take care
I
of
may
you.
be an old man, but I can take care of myself. I ain't going. That's it.
Now just listen to me for a minute.
I ain't gonna listen. I told you what I'm gonna do. I ain't going.
Listen, I know Grandpa got the right to say he ain't going, but he can't stay.
Sure he can't stay.
We can't argue with him. If we could get him drunk, that'd be one thing, but...
Ain't a drop of whiskey in the house.
But Tom, I got this bottle of soothing syrup. Think that might work?
Might. We'll give it a try. Don't taste bad, but we can put it in coffee. Here, Grandpa. Weave it. Here's some coffee. Mom's got you some pork in the house if you want it.
There's a lesson to be learned in the falling leaves of autumn, changes in a dying tapestry. It's a simplified solution, so anti-revolution, when you drift on the wings of change.
So, you folks aiming to buy something? Gasoline or something?
Need some gas, mister.
You got money?
Sure we got money. Think we're begging?
Well, that's alright. Here, why don't you help yourself to some water? Lots of folks come through and use it without even paying for it.
We're paying our way.
50, 60 cars a day moving west. Where are they going?
Same as us. Trying to get along.
Why, the folks that stops here begs for gasoline. One family traded a doll their kid had for a gallon. I know it ain't their fault, but what's the country coming to?
I'm walking around this country. Everybody's asking that. They all moving because they got to. They all want something better than what they got.
Yeah, but what's it coming to? That's what I want to know.
Pretty soon you'll be on the road yourself. Folks is moving. You'll be moving too.
How'd you know? How'd you know we was already talking about moving out west?
It's everybody.
I don't know what this world's coming to.
Well, we better get going. Good luck.
And you too.
Howdy. Any law against folks stopping here for the night?
I don't know, we couldn't go any further.
Mind if we sit next to you?
Proud to have you. Hey, Sari.
Welcome, y'all.
You sick, Grandpa?
Damn right I'm sick. Sicker than hell.
How'd you like to come in our tent? You can lay down on our mattress and get some rest. Come on now, you'll get some rest. We'll help you over.
He must be real sick. I've never seen him blubbering in my life. Maybe we should get Casey to take a look at him. Casey's been around sick people before.
Well, I want to see him. He's a tricky fella. He's probably just sulking.
No, Grandma, he's fine. He's just resting.
Well, I want to see him. You see, he's a tricky fella. I told you he was just lying. He had a bad hip earlier and wouldn't talk to no one.
No, Grandma, he's real sick.
Well, you're a preacher. Why ain't you preaching?
I'm not a preacher anymore. I can't.
Pray!
Stop.
Pray! Pray! God damn you,
Pray in
pray!
heaven, thou shalt be thy name. Thy kingdom
Pray!
come. I will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us. Amen.
This here is William James Joad. Died of stroke, old man. His folks buried him because they got no money to pay for funerals. Nobody killed him, just a stroke and he died. Blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered.
How bad is it?
Pretty bad. Never fixed one before.
How I see it, it's my fault. You guys go on. Me and Sarah will stay behind.
Grandpa died in your tent. We have a special bond. We ain't leaving you here.
Why don't Al, Casey, and I stay behind and fix this thing up, and then you keep going. We'll catch up.
I ain't gonna go.
What do you mean you ain't gonna go? You gotta go. You gotta look after the family.
The only way you gonna get me to go is to whoop me, and I'll shame you, Pa. I won't take no whooping or crying or begging. And if you do get me, I swear to God, I'll wait till you got your back turned and I'll knock you belly up with a bucket. I swear to holy Jesus, I will.
She's sassy. I never seen her so sassy.
Come on, whoop me. Just try it. But I ain't going. Or if you do, you ain't getting no sleep, 'cause I'll wait till you sleep and I'll slap you with the stick of wood.
So goddamn sassy. And she ain't young, neither. Mom, what do you want to do this way for?
You're not thinking. What we got left in this world? Nothing. Nothing but us. Nothing but the folks. And now, you want to break up the family.
Ma, we're gonna catch up. Grandma needs shade. There ain't shade around here.
All right, we'll go. But we're stopping first thing we find water and shade.
Pa, you get her on one side and me on the other, and maybe we can get Ma before she kills 2 or 3 of us with the jack handle. The preacher and I'll run into Santa Rosa and we'll try and get a Conrad. Ma, get jumping so we can go.
Y'all want to camp here?
No, I got folks here. Huh, Pa?
Thought you was gonna be all week. Get her fixed?
We was pig lucky. Got apart before dark. We can get her going first thing in the morning.
That's pretty nice. Your ma's worried. Your grandma's off her chump.
Yeah. Al told me. She any better now?
Anyway, she's asleeping now.
If y'all want to camp here, it'll cost you 4 bits. Get you a place to stay, water, and wood.
What the hell? We can sleep in the ditch right beside the road and it won't cost us nothing.
Deputy Sheriff comes out in the night. Might make it tough for you. We got a law in this state against camping out. We got a law against vagrants.
Oh, so if I pay half $1, I ain't a vagrant, huh? Deputy Sheriff wouldn't happen to be your brother-in-law, would he?
No, he ain't.
It don't trouble you none to take our 4 bits. And when do we get to be bums? We ain't ask you for nothing. All of us are bums, eh? We don't ask you for nothing.
Come off it, Tom.
I don't want to make no trouble. It's hard being named a bum. I ain't afraid. I'll go for you and your deputy with my mitts. Here now or jump Jesus. But there ain't no good in it.
Ain't you got half a buck?
Yeah, I got it. But I'm gonna need it. I can't just set it out for sleeping.
Well, hell, we all gotta make a living.
Yeah. Only I wish there was some way to make her without taking her away from somebody else.
We'll be leaving smart early, mister. We paid. This here fella's part of our folks. Can't he stay? We paid.
Half a buck a car.
He ain't got a car. Car's out on the road.
He came in a car. Folks is always parking their car out on the road and coming in and using my place for nothing.
We'll drive along the road. Meet you in the morning. We'll watch for you. Al can stay and Uncle John can come with us. That all right with you?
I guess if the same number that comes in goes out, it's all right.
You must have a big old pot of money.
No, we ain't got no money. But there's plenty of us to work, and we're all good men. We'll make good wages, and we'll put them together, and we'll make out.
You get good wages? Oh my gosh. I bet you're picking peaches and oranges, aren't you?
We're gonna take what we can get. They got lots of stuff to work in.
What's so goddamn funny about that?
Y'all going to California, I bet. I'm a-coming back. I'm going back to starve. I'd rather starve all at once.
What the hell are you talking about? I got a handbill that says they need folks to pick fruit. Saw a thing in the paper, got good wages.
You got any place to go? Back home? Then I ain't gonna fret you.
Of course they need men. I got a handbill that says they need plenty of men. What the hell are you talking about?
I don't want to fret you.
You done some jackassing. I got a handbill here that says they need men. Now you laugh and say they don't. Which one's a liar?
How many men say they want you on those handbills?
800, and that's in just one little place.
Orange color handbills?
Why, yeah.
Look, it don't make no sense. This fellow wants 800 men, so he prints up 5,000 of these things and makes about 20,000 people see them. And maybe 2,000 or 3,000 folks come a moving on account of these here handbills. Folks crazy that worry.
But that don't make no sense.
Now you see the fella? You see him or somebody working for him? You'll be kept in a ditch and 50 other families will be there. And you'll be looking in your tent and see you got anything to eat. It says, you want a job? Be like, sure, mister, I'd love to take a job. And he says, I can use you. And he'll say, when do I start? And he'll tell you what time and where to go. And he'll go. And maybe he needs 200 men. So he'll talk to 500. And they'll be telling the folks. And then when you get to the place, there'll be 1,000. And this here fella says, I'm paying 20 cents an hour. And maybe half the men walk off. But there's still 500 of the goddamn hungry that want to work. But biscuits, well, there's this here fella's got a contract to pick them peaches or chop that cotton. You see, the more fellas you can get, the hungrier they get, the less you can pay them. And he'll get the fella with kids if he can, 'cause hell, I says, I want to fret you.
You sure you ain't a labor faker?
Something that took me a year to find out. 2 kids dead, took my wife dead to show me. But I can't tell you, should have known that. Nobody could tell me neither. I can't tell you about them little fellas laying in a tent with their bellies puffed out, just skin all over their bones and shivering and whining like little pups. And me, running around trying to get work, not for money, not for wages, Jesus Christ, just for a cup of flour, a spoon of lard. The coroner comes. Them children died of heart failure, he says. Put it on his paper, shivered in their ways. There ain't bellies stick out like a pig bladder.
Well, getting late. Time to get to sleep.